Alright guys, so we're currently flying at 20,000 feet, as you can see, right over here, 20,000 feet, 236 knots, 236 knots, on a heading of 048, and the waypoint we're heading to is Vogler, right? You can see the magenta line, the diamond is our airplane, and we're heading up that way. Let me go ahead and change the distance, then you'll be able to see a little better. There we go. See, we're going up to the magenta. Where's my finger? We're going up the magenta line, right? And then we're hanging left to the runway, this way. So that's where we're going. Down a little bit better this way. This is even better. And you can see on the moving map I have here as well, down here, where I can find us. Oh, my bad. Hold on one second, guys. Let me press something. Every time I move it, I gotta turn this thing back on. There we go. Now you can see us. If I can turn this thing out of the way. Boom, there we go. There. Now you can see us on the moving map. See that magenta triangle? That's us. Moving down there. And we have everything set. Course for the final approach course is 273 on both sides. First officer and the captain. 250 is the max knots we're using. 14,000 is what we're going to descend to when we get to the top of the descent. We've got that set in already. And the throttle crouch and rocking and rolling. We have the speed brake armed, if you can see the armed, it's right in the notch, and we also have our speed brake arm light engaged. We have the auto brakes already set from when we stop on the runway. Well, when we land on the runway, auto braking will come into play. I think we're just rocking and rolling, ready to go. Ready to descend the limit. It's a beautiful day for flying. A little hazy, as you can see. I'll be back on our final approach turn. Okay, guys. Entering the Chicago area, as you can see, we're hitting the big lake, right outside Chicago. Seeing the moving map, our magenta plane. There's the area right there, Chicago. Oh, here, right there. Right, so we gotta head out here. Let me point here. We're gonna head out here and bank around. So, just like the flight plan says, see? We're going to head up and then hang that way. So, top of descent's coming up, that TD right there with the green dot, and we're here, this triangle. As soon as we hit that, we'll start to descend. Just wanted to set it up for you, just so you know what's happening. I'll be right back when we start to descend. Guys, we've started our descent, as you can see, and we're banking. I don't know if you can see. We're banking right here. See our bank. My finger's out of the way here. Sorry. There we go. You can see the bank. And we're descending down to 14,000 feet, where we need to be. By the time we hit it, we need to be at 9,000. Let's put it at 500. I'll be back when we turn final. Just to give you a little look what's happening. The throttles are back, as you can see, as we are descending in a hurry. Right? I got us down to 8,600. The trim wheels are not trimming. Still over the water, as you see on the moving map. And we got a whole ton of waypoints in front of us, as you can see. Right? We got Naraya, Jaibo, then we'll desail at Grabble, go over to Riper at Bashai, and on down to the final approach there. So on the decel green one, we'll be decelerating all the way back down to probably, I don't know, 170, 180. But this is it. We're just about done with our bank. You can see we're still banking. Right? Still banking. Almost down where we need to be. So I'll be back. Alright, we're almost lined up. 10,004 needs to be at 9,003 miles. We'll be there, perfect. Alright, I'll be back when we're closer to the final. Okay, we're pretty much lined up now. As you see, we got them straight up and down right in front of us, guys. I went ahead and put a notch of flaps down to 1. Trim wheels trimming, as you can see. Got it, keeping us where we need to be. Auto throttles are moving exactly where we need to be. It's a beautiful thing. Just lined up like a chorus line, man, in New York City. All right, as you can see, we need to be at 7,000. Next one. All right, we're running the approach. We got the localizers captured, the glide slope is captured, as you can see in green up top, and then you have the magenta diamond there, all full and captured. Everything is rocking and rolling. It'll bring us down, and what do we have in front of us? It's an amazing thing. We have an airport. I don't know if you can see, it's pretty blurry out there, but there's a runway way out there. You'll see it when we get closer. Let me see where I got the mouse. Here, let me see if I can come in closer for you. There you go. There's the runway. See it? Boom. There you can see the airport. So let me go back out. There we go. So, all right, we need to be at 240. We're leaving at 235. Everything looks good. Be back in a minute when we're a little closer. All right, guys, I went ahead and put it to dusk so you can kind of see it's beautiful with all the lights on. All right. So you can see how gorgeous it is. Trim wheel's good. Right on target. Make this a little, so we can see a little better. 1,100 feet per minute. Looking good. Absolutely beautiful. As you can see, the runway's coming right to us, guys. Gear is down. Flaps are starting to move. Let's slow us down. Slow down to 140 for our landing. Let's check across the panel. Check. Check. And check on there. Check on here. Check. All right.
2,500.
Roger. Let's continue the approach, Joe. It's gonna be hard for you to see. You're gonna be off a little bit, centered. There's a lot I got going on here. There's the runways right there in front of us. As you can see them. Let me zoom in for you. Right there. See the runways? Speed 140, good. Perfect. 5 miles to touchdown, guys. We're about 1,700 feet above the ground. If it was foggy and nasty, we'd be looking for minimums and so on to see if we need to go around if we don't see the runway, but we're all good. It's absolutely beautiful evening in Chicago. Chi-Town, my friends. Look at a beautiful runway. Heading right to it. All right. Gonna be a lot I have to do when we land. First thruster, take off the auto throttle, reverse thrusters, autopilot off, all this nonsense. So it's gonna be hard to do do this with only 2 hands. Speed is perfect. Glide slope perfect. 1,000 roger. Stabilized approach. Missed altitude is set. Flaps is good. Yep, flaps is good. We got all kinds of flaps. Thank you for the assistance. I don't like that lady. Okay. Follow that highway. Right into the runway. Look at that. A little bit of the buildings over there. All right.
Approaching 27 left.
Roger. Continue the approach. We got clearance.
500.
Roger. Continue. Coming up on minimum soon.
400.
Continue.
Approaching minimum.
Roger.
300.
Continue. Minimum's land.
Minimum.
We're landing. Perfect.
200.
Roger. Throttle.
100.
Roger. Perfect. Throttling back.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Roger. And we are down. Reverse thrusters up. Looking for 80 knots. Right on center line. Can't be better than that. Looking for 80 knots.
80 knots.
80 knots, Roger. First thrusters off. Speed brake off. Flaps up. Roger.
5,000 feet remaining.
Roger. Alright guys, we'll just brake here. Won't worry about taxiing. So, that's how you do it. That's how you take off from the Abraham Lincoln, which is Capitol Airport in Springfield, Illinois, and land at Chicago. See you later. Welcome to Chi-Town.